guys, so in today's video, we are doing a story time in Roblox MM2. So it's gonna be all calm, all chill, and we're gonna play MM2 while we do these story times. And also, you're gonna relate if you are in my school. There's so much drama going around in my school. Y'all are gonna relate. Definitely gonna relate. So let's get into the video. So in today's video, we are playing MM2, and we're gonna. Oh, I already did the intro. What am I doing? Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so one day I'm using fake names, by the way. So if your name is one of the names that I say, it's not you, okay? So one day, I one of my best friends, Maria, let's call her that. Maria always causes drama. I'm so sorry, though. I'm so sorry if you're watching my video, but it's true. You always cause the drama. Hopefully we're gonna be friends still. So when we're in science class, we went inside science class, we're doing an activity. Maria is with we need to do teams and stuff. So Maria was in, let me think of a name so I don't say it out loud. Maria was in Emma's group, and then oh my god, and then Maria wanted to do the cups, and then she was like, okay, you can do the cups, and then Emma was like, I'm gonna get the string then, and then she's like, no, I'm doing the cups and the string, and Emma was like, but I can't do anything now. I'm not letting go of the pencil and the string. And then Emma was holding on to the string, holding super tight on the string with pencil. Okay. And while she was holding on tight, people in front of me are saying, not in front of me, why am I saying in front of Emma, saying that, give her the pen and string. But she said, it's not fair though. And then they're like, just give it to her. She's a drama queen. But they didn't say that, just saying. It was like that. It's like they said that, but they didn't. And then I was refusing to not give it to her. Because, it's not I. Why am I keep saying I? My mind is keep saying I, even though it wasn't me. Well, I can't say if it wasn't me. It probably is me. Though I'm not saying if it's me or not. I'm not revealing to a million people that somebody. Okay, so, and then she was refusing to give it to her. Refusing, holding on tight and not giving it to her. And people are like, oh my god, just give it to her. And I'm like, no. And Emma was like, no, I'm not giving it to her. And then Emma tried to tell Mr. Bentley, but not Mr. Bentley, the teacher. And the teacher was like, keep saying to me, sit down, sit down. And Emma was like, oh my God. And then Emma sat down. And when Emma sat down, we were having lunch inside the classroom because it was like raining. So, and our lunchroom is like next to the church. Yeah, I was in the Catholic school. And then, for some really strange reason, okay, Emma told the teacher, and I don't know why Emma told the teacher, but, well, Emma told the teacher, the homeroom teacher, when we were having lunch. And then when we were having lunch, Emma told everything. And you're like, Juliana, how do you know that? I'm probably might be a little nosy here, but I heard everything they were saying because I was in literally the front row next to the teacher. And when she was talking about that, Emma and Maria went to the principal office. And when they went to the principal office, we were at recess, but I didn't know what they were saying. But I'm gonna say what my mind said. So my mind probably miss what. I'm not saying the principal's name. Let's call her Miss Hannah. Even though it's not Miss Hannah, it's somebody else, but it's close to Miss Hannah. So Miss Hannah, she was like, oh no, I think she's the murderer. Miss Anna, I bet, like, they were saying, what's going on? Miss Anna, and then Maria and Emma got in trouble, and, well, you guys are wondering, why did Emma got in trouble? Because Emma was refusing to let go of the pencil and string, even though when the teacher said to stop, drop everything, because a boy, let's call him Isaac, and if your name Isaac is not you, okay, got burned by the crystals. It was super hot. That's why they went to the nurse and he was saying to sit down to Emma. And then that's the whole entire drama what happened with, we were at recess and then Miss Hannah said to Maria and Emma to leave. It's all going to be okay. And then Maria started crying. That's what I think that what happened. Because when she went to recess, she started crying a lot. And then Maria said sorry to Emma, I bet. And then Maria said, I forgive you. And then Miss Hannah said, say sorry, Emma. And then Emma said sorry, and then blah, blah, blah. And then, when they said sorry, they became friends again. Isn't that crazy? Okay, next is gonna be with Maria again. Maria yeah. So one time, Maria and Emma is the same exact person. Maria and Emma were at lunch. And then when we were about to line up, we found two chairs, a metal one and a plastic one. For some reason, we both they both wanted to go to the middle one. And then when they went to the middle one, let Emma, when Maria got up, Emma sat down and then on her lunchbox, and then Maria got her lunchbox and hit Emma in the face. And she was like, ouch, and then put her hands on her face so it can like high five her from the lunchbox. And then and then they both went to Miss Hamilton again. Actually, Miss Anna, I think. Actually, not Miss Hannah. Somebody way worse. The principal with Mr. Gone. Let's call him Gone, because his real name starts with a G. And with Miss T, because her real name starts with a T. So, Miss T and Mr. Gone, they were talking to Emma. And this is my mind. This is not positive 100%, but it's probably 100%. Maria and Emma went to the principal's office again. And then, when they went to the principal's office, guess what happens? Maria starts crying again because she was the one that actually got in trouble. Because she got in trouble because she was hitting Emma in the face. And then like Emma was like talking to Miss T, and Maria was talking to Mr. Gone. When they were talking about what happened. That's my mind, okay? And when they were talking about what happened at lunch, it's crazy. So then they were like, Mrs. T told, I forgot her name, Maria, to say sorry. And then they did, and then they forgive each other, and then the whole entire cycle starts again. But thank God nothing else happens except for her crush. They're not crushes anymore. What exactly happened? And it was all Emma's kind of fault. So, once upon a time, we were on lunch again. Lunch happens the craziest things. So, when we were at lunch, we were talking about it, and then Emma tried snatching. Let's call him Isaac. Tried snatching Isaac's water bottle, and when Emma and Isaac was started to spinning around, and then Maria said, "Are you cheating on me?" And then Isaac says, "No, she was trying to snatch my water bottle." And then they were like, "You were trying to cheat on me." And then And then, what happened? They were talking, and then they didn't want to miss Hannah, luckily. And then Isaac got super duper mad at me at recess, and then they were private talking, Maria and Isaac. And this is what I think that they were private talking about. I bet they were talking about, like, yeah, I was spying on them. I don't know why. And they were I bet they were talking about that why did you were spinning around and blah blah blah, and how did Emma snatch my water bottle, and yeah. And when they forgive each other, the same thing happened again, but way worse. They had to private talk again, but then Maria ignored him for like 3 days, and then she was like, I'm not talking to you, and then like they were not talking for 3 days. That's so Emma's fault, to be honest. Okay, now next. The next thing what happened is Isaac again. Well, I'm not gonna explain a whole lot of things because Isaac might get mad at me. And also my teacher. I don't know if the teacher even has YouTube. But basically Isaac got banned from his iPad because he was searching up naughty things, and the principal caught him. That's what I'm gonna say. Next. Okay, and now the moment y'all were waiting for. Okay, so this happens like in October or September. Emma was talking to Maria, and then Maria asked for Oreos because Emma had it lunch money, and then Emma was like, how about this week I'm not buying you Oreos. And then she got super mad at Emma that she was ignoring her. And I made a plan with Emma made a plan with the boys and with the girls. That's called, so with Isaac, Mia, let's call the girl Mia, and let's call the other boy Julie, because it's close to his name. So Emma was talking about a plan, and then the plan was that when they were gonna ignore Maria for 24 hours. And then I'm gonna tell Leah. Wait, not Leah. Not Leah. Elle. Let's call her Elle. Like, Emma wanted to tell Elle about the plan and thinking that she won't tell the plan. But she did tell the plan to everyone, and then our plan was busted. And when our plan was busted, now the teacher got super mad at Emma. But when she got super mad at Emma, she was like mad at Emma, she told everything about her. Emma told her that we were wanted to ignore her for 24 hours because she wanted to buy Oreos. Same with Isaac, same with Julie, and not same with Mia. But Elle told everyone. So Emma was crying in the corner, trying not to get in trouble, and then, well, the teacher didn't get mad at her yet. No, I don't know if she's gonna get mad at her. Just stay tuned. So she didn't get mad at her, though, but she was actually crying at recess, and then Julie and Isaac step in, W friends. And when they stepped in, oh my god, they were saying, I'm telling the teacher. And Mia also told the teacher, W friends. And then we went to the line, and then Mrs. S got Emma and talked to her, and she was saying to Emma that she needs to tell her what's the problem, and we're gonna talk when we go to the homeroom. So we went to the religion/homeroom, and then when they went, and then Emma was talking to Mrs. S, and Mrs. S told her that you need to tell me next time, not 4 or 5 people telling me. And then when that happened, when Emma got mad, dirty me. When Emma talked to her, and he talked with Isaac also, and she said the same thing about the Oreos. The Oreos are always the problem. And then Maria, Mrs. S, started talking to Maria. But Isaac told me that she was talking about, he was sitting like in the middle row, and he has super hearing, just say. And Maria, she was trying to say something, but Mrs. S didn't let her, and she said, you are going to Miss Hannah. And when she went to Miss Hannah, Mrs. S Mrs. S started talking to me again and again. And then she told Emma to say next time to her, that's my parents' lunch money. I can't control it. That's what she said. And then when she said okay, she never said yes to her thing again. But they still forget. But that's not the end of the story. We were in ELA with Mrs. C. And with Mrs. C, and ELA is fire. But then Mrs. let's call her B. let's call her Bruno, even though her name is almost the same, but she's not. Mrs. Bruno called me and, not me, Emma and Isaac to come here. And there was sorry card. She showed it to Mia and also showed it to everyone else. And then, not to everyone, but people that she trusts. And then it says, she showed it me, and it says, sorry for everything, Emma. I would like you to be my best friend again. Will you accept being my friend again? I'm super sorry. Will you forgive me? And then Emma says, yes, and then hug her at the homeroom. And then she went to the principal office 2 times that day. Jesus. And then, what else? What happened? And then Mrs. L, aka L, came up to me to Emma and Caroline. And then when they went to Caroline, they said sorry, and I was right next to them. And when I wasn't right next to them, Jesus. Okay. When I was right next to them, they said sorry, and then they forgave them. And then they were friends again. And that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you and trust me, there's so many drama going on along in my school. So like and subscribe to stay tuned for different videos like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. My mouth is super dry. I'm gonna get water for talking for 30 minutes. Thank you guys so much, and bye!